Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into a list of 10 legendary games that somehow just never get old even here in 2025. These are the kinds of games that stick with you, whether it's the story, the gameplay, or just the sheer feeling of getting lost in their worlds. Some of these titles might bring back a wave of nostalgia, others might surprise you with how well they've aged. Either way, if you're a gamer looking for timeless classics, you're in the right place. Let's jump in. Alright, first up, we've got Grand Theft Auto 5. Honestly, it's wild how this game is still such a powerhouse even years after its release. The world of Los Santos just feels alive. You can be tearing down the streets in a supercar one minute, then just chilling on the beach the next, soaking in the chaos and the scenery. The story hits with a mix of dark humor, drama, and some genuinely intense moments. And the characters, they stick with you. And of course there's GTA Online, which somehow keeps the game feeling fresh with all its updates and craziness. It's the kind of game that you can jump into again and again and still find something new, or at least laugh at something ridiculous that happens along the way.
So, here's the plan. We're gonna go about our business the traditional way. Take their shit, sell it as our own. You like that, huh? Man, I knew you would. We just gotta bring their plane down low, force it to drop the...
Next up is The Last of Us, and wow, this game hits you in all the right ways. From the moment you step into that post-apocalyptic world, there's this mix of tension and quiet beauty that just pulls you in. Joel and Ellie's journey feels so real, like you're watching a friendship grow and change under the craziest circumstances. The storytelling is top-notch, the environments are hauntingly detailed, and the moments of surprise, fear, and even tiny bits of humor make it feel alive. Honestly, even replaying it years later, you catch little things you missed the first time, and it still hits just as hard emotionally. Alright, now let's talk Skyrim. Man, this game, it's like a world you can just disappear into. Whether you're climbing snowy mountains, exploring dungeons, or just wandering through villages, it never feels the same twice. The freedom it gives you is insane. You can follow the main quest, chase a random side mission, or just get lost for hours hunting dragons. And the lore? So rich, so immersive. Honestly, there's something almost magical about sneaking around as a stealthy assassin one moment, and then unleashing a firestorm as a dragonborn the next. It's a game that's aged like fine wine, and every playthrough feels like its own epic adventure.
Still alive, prisoner? Keep close to me if you want to stay that way. Gunnar, take care of the boy. I have to find General Tullius to join the defense. God's guide you, headlong.
Next up, Red Dead Redemption 2. Honestly, this one's a masterpiece that just sweeps you off your feet. The world is breathtaking, rolling plains, snowy mountains, tiny towns where every NPC feels alive. Arthur Morgan's story, heartbreaking and unforgettable. There are moments that'll make you pause just to watch the sunset or listen to the wind in the trees. And then other times you're right in the middle of intense shootouts or wild horseback chases. It's the kind of game where even small details, like feeding your horse or sitting by a campfire, make you feel totally immersed. And yeah, sometimes it hits you with nostalgia and emotion so strong you just sit there for a second and take it in. Alright, now we've got Dark Souls 3. If you love a challenge that tests every ounce of your patience and skill, this one's for you. The world is dark, intricate, and hauntingly beautiful, full of secrets that make exploration feel rewarding every step of the way. Boss fights. Brutal but insanely satisfying when you finally take them down. You might curse the game a little, but you'll grin when it clicks. There's this tension and thrill that keeps you on your toes, but also these quiet moments where you just stand in awe of the environments and the lore. It's tough, yeah, but that's exactly why it never feels old. You're always learning, always adapting. Next up is God of War from 2018, and honestly, it's a game that hits all the right notes. The story between Kratos and Atreus feels so natural. You get this mix of tension, humor, and heart that really pulls you in. Combat is brutal but smooth, making every fight feel meaningful. And the world itself is gorgeous, full of hidden paths and secrets that make exploring so satisfying. Sometimes you'll stop just to admire the scenery, and other times you're completely on edge during an epic battle. It's one of those games where the story and gameplay just click together perfectly, and even years later, it still feels fresh and memorable. Alright, now let's talk Minecraft, the game that somehow keeps evolving and staying relevant no matter how many years pass. The beauty of it is simple but endless. You can build massive castles, explore deep caves, or just chill and watch a sunset in your little pixel world. It's relaxing, creative, and occasionally hilarious when things go completely wrong, like when a creeper decides to drop by unannounced. Whether you're playing solo or with friends, there's always a new project or adventure waiting, and that freedom to make the world your own is what keeps it feeling timeless. Honestly, it's a game you can always come back to, and it never loses its charm. Next up, we've got Fallout New Vegas, and wow, this one really nails that post-apocalyptic RPG vibe. The Mojave Wasteland feels massive and full of stories, whether you're helping towns, getting caught in faction wars, or just scavenging for supplies. The choices you make actually matter, which makes every playthrough feel personal, and the characters are so memorable you'll laugh, get frustrated, or even feel genuinely emotional depending on who you interact with. There's a mix of dark humor, tense combat, and epic exploration that somehow keeps it endlessly replayable. Seriously, even years later, stepping back into New Vegas never gets old. Alright, now it's time for The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, and honestly, this game is something else. The world feels alive in every corner, from bustling cities to mysterious forests. Every area has its own story. Geralt's journey is packed with epic quests, tough choices, and characters you can't help but care about. Combat is satisfying, but the real magic is in the storytelling and the little moments, like stumbling across a hidden village or encountering a monster you didn't expect. Even after all these years, it's a game that surprises you, makes you laugh, or tugs at your heart, and that's why it's still legendary in 2025. Finally, we have Assassin's Creed 2, and honestly, it's a classic that still feels fresh. Stepping into Renaissance Italy as Ezio Auditore is pure magic. The cities, the art, the architecture, it all feels alive. Parkouring across rooftops, sneaking through crowds, or diving into an epic fight, it's thrilling in a way that never really gets old. The story of Ezio growing from a young noble into a legendary assassin is compelling, full of emotion, humor, and those moments that just make you go, wow, this is something special. Even years later, it's a game that keeps you coming back, whether for the story, the world, or just the sheer fun of exploration.
Hey! Behind you! Federico! What are you doing here? I wanted to see if baby brother had finally learned how to fight. And? You have style. But endurance is what...
And that's a wrap on our list of 10 legendary games that never get old in 2025. Each one of these titles has something unique, whether it's an unforgettable story, a world you can get lost in, or just pure gameplay. that keeps you hooked. Some of these might take you down memory lane. Others might make you want to jump in for the first time, but they all share one thing. They're timeless. If you've played any of these, let me know your favorite moments down in the comments. And if there's a game you think should make the list, I'd love to hear that too. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.